Euna Lee and Ling got to sleep in their own beds last night, not to mention hug their families and enjoy home-cooked meals for the first time in 5 months. And we're learning much more this morning about their ordeal as prisoners of North Korea. Here's CBS News correspondent Bill Whitaker.
While Ling and Euna Lee are celebrating their first days of freedom, we are learning more about their life in captivity. Although they appeared in good health, Lee lost 15 pounds. Ling suffers from ulcers.
They actually were kept apart most of the time. On the day of their trial, they hugged each other, and that was it.
Their arrival was like a made-for-TV moment. Home after almost 5 months of captivity and constant fear. When they were suddenly called to a meeting by their captors, they didn't know what to expect.
When we walked in through the doors, we saw standing before us President Bill Clinton.
Former President Clinton's trip was well orchestrated. The North Koreans told the prisoners they could be released if Clinton came to Pyongyang. The captive journalist passed the message to their families in phone calls.
He was a safe choice. And what I mean by that is President Clinton would not go off the reservation.
Clinton and President Obama had no direct conversation before the trip, but the White House did impose conditions that Clinton would travel as a private citizen, and there would be no other negotiations on issues like North Korea's nuclear weapons. So Bill Clinton went to North Korea.
And now we stand here, home and free.
Bill Whitaker, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Joining us now from Fresno, California is the Saldate family, Euna Lee's father-in-law, Frank, mother-in-law, Karen, and sisters-in-law, Jenna and Kimberly. Good morning to you all.
Good morning. Good morning.
Let me start with Frank. Does all of this seem real to you?
Yes, it's been real, and it's been very scary. Now it's very happy, celebratory.
And Karen, yesterday, what was that like to finally see your daughter-in-law come down those steps? Oh my gosh.
It was beyond words, Harry. It was surreal. When those hangar doors opened, it was unbelievable. I can't even put it into words.
One of the enduring images of yesterday that people will never forget is little Hannah with her arms around Euna's neck. This little girl did not let go 1 second.
She missed her mom very much. We had her on occasion for weeks at a time, and there were moments where she'd break down where she had missed her mom.
Yeah. And Jenna and Kimberly, you pitched in to help take care of little Hannah. What was that like?
Yeah. Yes, we did. Yeah, we did a lot.
Yeah. This thing has played out in public, but on another side, it was very private. You were very isolated from your daughter-in-law. There days and even weeks went by when you had no news whatsoever. Karen, can you describe this experience?
Something I never thought that I would have to endure. Not knowing was the worst. It was not very often that we would get any news. We'd go weeks without any news. So it was just day by day, sometimes hour by hour.
Frank, how is Euna doing?
Everybody was fearful about the return. But when we started conversation and her sense of humor came back and she began teasing us and teasing with Mike, it was a very good feeling that, she's in good shape.
Wow. What did you all do yesterday once you left the airport?
All the drive back to the house with the fantastic escort thanks to the LA Police Department. That was over 1 minute, so it was exciting. And then just to be at home, she walking in her house for the first time. We allowed her the privilege of unlocking the door and walking in, grabbing her face, just so excited. I'm home. And then the tour, and then we stayed there for a brief while, and it was time for them to have their time.
Yeah.
And we had a long drive back to Fresno, so we stayed maybe an hour and a half and left.
Yeah. As you were driving home, what did you talk about? What did you all say to each other?
We were so happy we recapped the awesomeness of the whole experience, the logistics of putting something like this together, talking with President Clinton's staff members and how wonderful they were, the State Department representatives, which were very professional, and very, very warm people. Being like I said, unaware of what was going on, the works of everything, it was neat to finally be told everything, and it was educational. It was exciting. The Ling family, great people. We had a wonderful time. It was a happy occasion, so there was a lot of laughs, and Hannah kept us going.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
did.
She looks like the little engine that could, right?
Oh yeah, Little Engine had a lot of influence on a lot of us. It kept us, it drew us together because I like to thank the Korean community of the Hancock Park area, because they rallied and supported Michael and Hannah as well as we did. You know, they were great support. So she was linked us all together.
Wow.
She was the main adhesive, you want to call it, whatever you want to call it, but she was the one that kept everybody together.
All right. Thank you all for taking the time to get up so early this morning and share this story.
Thank you.
Where everybody
Thank
is
you.
so pleased with this very, very happy ending. Take care.